Hey, Shalom, Mike Young. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakudash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, that sees word in our true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just want to get into the lesson. America is going out with a bang, man. And pretty much I looked up the word bang on the etymology, and it pretty much says to strike with a loud blow. Um, it says a sudden explosive noise, and it also used as an adverb, which means abruptly and suddenly. So that's pretty much how this place America is gonna go out, man. It is with a bang, by the way of those missiles, because it's gonna be sudden, and it's gonna be abruptly, and it's gonna be with a loud noise, man. And that's pretty much what I want to touch on, that loud noise, because you know, throughout the scriptures it talks about the arrows, the glittering sword. But hey, man, it also follows up by the matter of fact. Let's get this. Let's get this real quick. This Judges chapter 5, verse 11. It said, "They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water." Now, what's the coincidence that is noise and archers, man? See, archer, when you deal with archery, it doesn't make noise. That's what you go and hunt with. See, nowadays you see Esau Edom with these guns. Pretty much back then, the modern day the modern day gun is the arrow. On a lower scale, the real modern day arrow is the missiles. You know, but for a long range, you know, they used the gun, but back then it was the arrow, man, the bow and arrow. Now, knowing that, dealing with hunting, animals got good hearing, man. So if you miss, yeah, I mean, that's a wrap. If you was shooting a gun, but with a bow and arrow, you could you got time to pull back, but it's a silent weapon, pretty much. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a silent weapon. But it said from the noise of archers, man. So this new uh, type of archery is those nuclear missiles, man. That nuclear devastation, man. You know, it says, "In the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates." See, because we are in the place of drawing water. That lets you. That's another another saying for slavery, man. Drawing water, because that's who you go fetch to get your water. You send your servants, your slaves, to go fetch your water, and they went to go draw it. And it ain't like you can go to the kitchen and turn on your water filter. Nah, man. I'm talking about the ancient world, so you had people to go draw water for you, but you're gonna be delivered from the noise of archers, man. You're gonna be delivered from the nuclear missiles, man. You know, and it said, "We shall rehearse the righteous acts, and we're gonna go down to the gates." I mean, we're gonna prophesy. We prophesying that to come. You know, the archers, is coming, man. Which are the missiles, which, yeah, going back to the definition, it said that a sudden loud noise, man. That's gonna happen to this place, America. It's gonna be a sudden destruction, man. You know, this is Psalms 91. I start at 1. "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust." Yeah, and we dealt in that secret place is talking about these scriptures, man. And that's why I say He's my refuge, my power, in Him will I trust, because we see the other men throughout the scriptures that went through things, and the Lord put them out of it. That's why you go to Sirach 2, said, look at the generations of old, man. So that's why we believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You know, that we got the evidence of things not seen, man. We believe, man, the evidence of things not seen. So it's nothing tangible you can grasp, but it's spiritual, man. You know, that's why we trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know, that's why, you know, when the destruction comes, you can't, you know, people say, yeah, what you gonna do when this place get destroyed? Well, one thing we can do is open Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, and believe that he's gonna beam us up in the chariots, man. Cause we know for sure that America's about to be destroyed. You know what I mean? In other parts of the world as well, man. You know. Verse 3, it says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. See, because that doors of pestilence is the missiles, man. See, cause hey, when it hits ground zero, man, that's gonna be a very loud, gloomy day, man. Dark and gloomy day, man. Cause it's gonna the clouds is gonna block out the sun. You know, hey, man, that's gonna be a very heavy day, man. You know, he said he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wing thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Yeah, and that's that. Matter of fact, let's get this in Isaiah, because that's gonna be the only way we're gonna be able to escape the discretion is by the way of the chariots. That would say he shall cover thee on his feathers. That's talking about the chariots, man. You know, this is Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, come, my people, enter into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation overpass. Yeah, and that's how we're going to hide ourselves. That's why I say he's going to cover us with his feathers until the indignation overpass, until these missiles finish the job, man. You know, till they do their job, man. You know, because after those missiles do what they do, man, that's how the earth is going to get cleansed. And the scripture said the earth is clean dissolved, man, by the way of those missiles, man. You know, and especially here in America, hey, this finna be the world's largest desert. You ain't gonna be able to inhabit this place no more anyway, man. You know. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. See, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. See, yeah, see, man. That arrow. See, what's the coincidence, man? Because you gotta understand, this Bible is a modern book. This is a book for the last days, man. Even though it was this book was written in the ancient time, you know, but it's a book of prophecy to say before. And what Daniel's, the book of Daniel, it says seal this book until the time and end. It's talking about the scriptures itself, man. Now, since we're able to understand it, we got things to look forward to, man, to see what's about to happen. You know, it's a measure the time diligently. You know, we see these prophecies coming to pass. Now we know what Psalms 91 is, man. You know, we know what that's talking about. You know, we know what these scriptures are talking about now, man, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the Lord gave us this knowledge, starting the apostles, elders on down, you know, to bring it out, man, and to let us know, hey, this the end now. The prophets are back now, man. So to let you know discretion is coming. You know, it says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And that's, and that's when we see you. That's that. I see the glass mingle with fire. See, we're gonna step back and get courtside seats, to see the discretion of America, man. And it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a loud day, man. That noise on pestilence, the noise of archers. You know, matter of fact, Let's get this in 2 Peter 3:10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up." So yeah, this place is gonna go out, and everyone is gonna hear about it. Literally, everybody's gonna hear about the destruction of America. Literally, man. Because the number of the horsemen, man, is 200,000, man. You know, so hey, this place is gonna be totally desolate, man. And what it said, the earth is gonna quake. That's not gonna be no light thing, man. You know. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's get this in Second Ezra. Bear with me, Akio. This place, man, hey, it had a very beautiful judgment. It's about to come here, man. So this is let's start at verse 3. Matter of fact, this is 2 Ezra 16:3. It says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?" And yeah, man. And it first started off with this word, because this word is known as a sword, and it's known as fire as well, man. But guess what? It's gonna come in the physical, man. It's gonna come in a physical battle where this World War III, man. And ultimately by those missiles, man. In the fire from the chariots. Because because when that sword is sent here, when those missiles go off, there's no way, there's no return, there's no deactivation in the middle of his course, man. And it said the fire is sent to one who may quench it. Who gonna quench that nuclear fire, man? They said it's so hot that the elements is gonna melt with fervent heat. So the Lord gave these Edomites technology that they cannot even they really don't know what they dealing with, man. And the spirit of the Lord is gonna be in those missiles, man. So there's no way you can stop the judgments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because this is the thing that pleases him. It's to judge this place. This is gonna appease the wrath of the Lord. It says plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that might drive them away? Yeah, because this place is destined to be destroyed. It says, "May any man drive and hunger lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer." And yeah, you can't literally do that with a bow and arrow. So how much more these missiles, man? Because that strong archer, the Lord, he's gonna have a missile come from one country all the way to another. One continent to another. That's why it's called the ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile, man. Ballistic missile, man. So that's that strong archer. It says, "The mighty Lord centered the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?" And that's why I said, what the son did not believe. The Lord still gonna make this happen, man. It says, "A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings. Who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?" And that's talking about the prophets are out, man. You people are not trembling. That we telling you that the day the Lord is coming, man. You should be trembling. You should be trying to get yourself right, man. You should be in fear of your Yahweh Hashem outside the things that we're telling you out, and it's out the scriptures, man. It says, "The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder in his presence?" And the Lord is threatening through us, because we just, only thing we doing is reading the scriptures, and we saying, "But the Lord, if you don't do this, the Lord gonna kill you." The Lord is gonna destroy this place. That's the Lord threatening through us, man. He a great king. He ain't got to come down here and explain nothing to you people, man. You know, that's why he uses us, starting with the apostle elders on down, man, to threaten you pretty much. That's the Lord is threatening. You know, it says yeah, here go the point now. It says the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fish thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. See, yeah, because that's why the earth is gonna quake. That's why the waves are gonna be the waves are gonna be troubled, man. Because of when those missiles hit, man. When those missiles hit, man, that's a very powerful weapon, man. That the Lord gave these Edomites. The Lord gave these devils that. He gave them the technology to do that, man. Because that was gonna be the weapon to destroy them, man. They're gonna be taken in their own devices. You know, just like you go on YouTube, scientists killed by their own invention. Well, Esau Edom is the ultimate example, man. This bloodthirsty devil, this monster, uh, you know, pretty much created a weapon that can, you know, pretty much destroy all life, man. You know, and guess what? It's gonna be returned upon his own head, man. And it said the earthquake of, man. So this is what that was gonna make the earthquake, man. Is when it hit ground zero. And going back to the waters being troubled, because that's what's gonna trouble the waters too, man. Is those missiles. Let's get that in Wisdom of Solomon 16. And I started verse 16. It said, for the ungodly that denied to know thee were scourged by the strength of thine arm. That's to my Yahushua. It said, with strange rains, hails, and showers were they persecuted, they could not avoid, and through fire were they consumed. It said that they could not avoid. And then you go to Joel, the 2nd chapter. It says that nothing shall escape them, man. It says nothing shall escape them, man. You know, cause those missiles that blast radius and that nuclear wind, that besom of destruction, you know, it is gonna lay this whole place out, man. This whole country, America, is gonna be totally desolate, man. This is the venue of the lake of fire, man. This is the setting of the lake of fire. You know, when you go to a fighting game, you pick your stage. Well, this is the stage of the lake of fire, man. You know, it says and through fire were they consumed, and that's that plague. Your eyes shall consume one, your holes, your tongue shall consume one in your mouth. That's that fire by the way of those missiles, man. You know, it says, for which is most to be wondered at, the fire had more force in the water that quenches all things, for the world fighteth for the righteous. Yeah, so hey, it says it was more wondered that the fire had more force in the water, man. So hey, this is the type of fire that really is the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. You know, because it said, matter of fact, let's just get it. I know I said it about 3 or 4 times. I know I said it about 3 or 4 times. The Lord, his spirit gonna be in those missiles, man. So this Isaiah 13 in verse 5, he said, they come from a far country. Matter of fact, verse 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kings of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. Yeah, the tumultuous noise of the nations gathered together. That's all those missiles together, man. That tumultuous noise. Because, hey, it takes a lot of fuel to get over there, man. By the way of those missiles. And you're going to hear that flame burning, man. You're going to hear that flame burning, man. You know. It said they come from a far country, from the end of heaven. even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So yeah, they come from a far country, the end of heaven, man. Which means that's the other side of the world, So that's that strong archer. That's the ICBM come in at, man. See, the scriptures line up with modern times right now because this is the last days, man. You know. So, matter of fact, let's go to Joel. Hey, man, throughout the scripture, the Lord continually let you know that this place America is gonna be destroyed, man. Throughout the whole scriptures from Genesis all the way to Revelations, man. The Lord lets you know that this place is gonna be destroyed because this is the most wickedest kingdom ever erected, man. This is the most wickedest kingdom ever erected, man. And the Lord, this is the last kingdom of the heathens to rule. So you don't think it's gonna go out with a bang? This is gonna top what happened to Egypt, man. And like I said, literally everybody's gonna hear about the downfall of America, man. Because you're gonna literally hear about it, by the heavens passing away with a great noise, by the way of those missiles, man. So this is on Joel 2:2. It says, "For a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not ever been the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations." So yeah, a great people. We just read that. And they're known as horsemen as well. That great people, that's the Lord's army. See, the Lord, throughout the scripture said the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, man. Now dealing with armies in the military, what is that last, swing is those missiles, man. If they what it is, got it, military term, they call it DEFCON 1. That means we got to use it now. We got to push that button, So that's the last swing, so to speak, dealing with these different militaries, man. So you don't think the Lord, how about smell shall control that, man? He the one that put the spirit on these devils to make that, because at the end it's gonna be for His pleasure to pour out His judgment on this place, man. And it said it shall be never the like, neither shall be any more accurate, because when they first created the atom bomb, yeah, it has, it did some damage, but now with these thermonuclear bombs, man, it takes out whole states, man. Like such as the state of Texas. It said the Satan 2 can take out the whole state of Texas, man. So after these missiles being used, after the Lord, do this place, man, and destroy other parts of the world, such as Israel, ain't gonna be no more use for missiles no more. It ain't gonna be used for any weapon no more, man, because Israel is gonna be on top again. What the scripture said, you're gonna beat your spears to plowshares, and your swords to plowshares, and your swords to and your spears to pruning hooks, because now you other heathen, you're gonna be getting put to work, man. But verse 3, it says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. See, we just read that. You're gonna be persecuted by that flame, and you ain't gonna be able to escape it, man. Cause that blast radius and that besom of discretion, which is that destroying wind, you ain't gonna be able to escape that, man. You in this country, America, when the Lord returns, man, and you ain't been up in them chariots, man, hey, that's a wrap, man. At the end of the day, that's a wrap, man. It says the appearance of them is the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. You can read that in Revelation 9th chapter, man. And dealing with horses that's going into power, man. I'm just gonna read a couple more verses and then end off when they said, like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Yeah, because hey man, this is the Lord's arm. They're gonna come in order as well, man. You know, they're gonna come. They're gonna have a certain target they're gonna hit. I know it, you continue on. Said they should not bump into each other. You know, and it's gonna be you're gonna hear them, man. You're gonna hear it. Said they're gonna. It said they should. They should leap over the mountains. You're gonna see. It's gonna kind of look like a arching, you know, uh, format, man, so to speak. How you want to word it. But you gonna when you see them missiles come, man. Hey, you got 2 minutes, man. But you're gonna hear him. You're gonna hear him too, man. You're gonna hear him. See, you probably hear him before you damn see him, man. Cause that that's gonna be it takes a lot of fuel to like I said, it takes a lot of fuel to get from one continent to another continent, man. You know, it says before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. And I ended off right there because yeah, you people are going to be confused. You're going to be messed up when you see the those missiles, man. And guess what? The scripture said this gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world, man. So everyone got a chance to hear about the discretion, man. I mean, if you ain't literally heard it, you heard it with your eyes by seeing that missile sign, man. You know. So you're gonna be messed up when you heard that message before, man, and it came, man. By the way of the prophets, man. You know. So yeah, I just hope it will edify and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect to see his word on truth and sincerity. DTA, Abad Babal.